Introduction: Why your morning matters more after 55. Most people think aging is something that happens quietly in the background, shaped by genetics and unavoidable biology. But here's the truth: the way you start your morning can either accelerate or slow down the aging process, especially once you cross the age of 55. After this milestone, your body becomes more sensitive to daily habits. Hormones shift, sleep becomes lighter, and your cells recover more slowly. This means what you do in the first few hours after waking sets the tone for your energy, metabolism, brain sharpness, and even your long-term health. And yet, millions of people make one critical mistake every morning that silently accelerates aging. The surprising part? It's not just about diet, exercise, or stress, it's something much more common, something you might be doing right now without realizing the cost. In this video, we'll uncover this morning mistake, explain why it's so damaging, and then walk through smarter alternatives that help protect your heart, brain, bones, and skin from premature decline. Chapter 1: The Morning Reset: How Your Body Wakes Up After 55. When you wake up in the morning, your body isn't simply turning on like a machine. What's really happening is much more complex. It's one of the most delicate and important biological resets of the entire day. And after the age of 55, this reset becomes increasingly fragile, meaning the choices you make in the first 60 minutes after opening your eyes can either support healthy aging or push you further down the road of decline. Let's explore what happens inside your body. 1. The cortisol awakening response, CR. Within the first 30 to 45 minutes after you wake up, your body naturally releases a surge of cortisol. Many people think cortisol is always bad because they associate it with stress, but this is not the case. In the morning, cortisol is your friend. It functions as your body's natural alarm clock, giving you energy, sharpening your mind, and preparing your immune system for the day ahead. This surge is designed to be temporary. It should rise quickly and then taper off through the morning, setting you up for steady energy. But here's the problem: if you interfere with this natural cortisol pattern, say, by adding extra caffeine before your body is hydrated or stable, you intensify the stress load. Over years, this weakens your adrenal rhythm and leaves you feeling drained instead of energized. 2. Cellular repair mode winds down. During the night, your body focuses on repair, not activity. Think of sleep as your body's overnight workshop. Damaged DNA gets repaired. The brain clears out metabolic waste through the glymphatic system. Hormones such as growth hormone and melatonin direct repair at the cellular level. Proteins in your body fold correctly to prevent misfires that can lead to diseases like Alzheimer's. But when you wake up, this workshop closes. The transition is fragile. Your cells stop prioritizing repair and shift toward energy production. What you do next, the very first thing you consume, the light you see, the way you breathe, influences whether your body smoothly exits repair mode or crashes into chaos. 3. A metabolic crossroads. Morning is also when your body decides what fuel it will run on for the day, sugar or fat. If you eat or drink something sweet first thing, pastries, juice, sugary coffee creamers, your cells lock into sugar-burning mode. That means you'll crave carbs and quick energy all day, and your fat-burning potential switches off. If you hydrate properly, get sunlight, and choose a balanced meal with protein and healthy fat, your body enters fat-burning mode. This is more stable, more anti-inflammatory, and far healthier for aging. For a younger person, these processes are more resilient. At 25, your pancreas responds quickly, your hormones are flexible, and your mitochondria recover faster. But after 55, these systems are less forgiving. One poor choice, like spiking blood sugar, ignoring hydration, or skipping sunlight, can ripple through your entire day, leading to fatigue, inflammation, and faster cellular aging. Chapter 2. The number one morning mistake: reaching for the wrong first thing. So, what exactly is the mistake that accelerates aging? The truth is, most people over 55 begin their day with the wrong first thing. Instead of aligning with biology, they sabotage it. The biggest aging accelerator is starting your morning with sugar or caffeine on an empty stomach, while ignoring hydration and natural light. Let's break this down more thoroughly. 1. High-sugar breakfasts. For decades, breakfast cereals, pastries, orange juice, and flavored lattes were marketed as healthy starts to the day. But in reality, they're one of the worst choices for people over 55. Sugar spike. These foods create a sudden flood of glucose in the bloodstream. Your pancreas responds by producing insulin, trying to shuttle the sugar into cells. Energy crash. Within 1 to 2 hours, blood sugar plummets, leaving you tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. Long-term damage. Over time, this daily roller coaster weakens insulin sensitivity, leading to prediabetes, weight gain, inflammation, and even memory decline. Imagine starting a car engine with dirty fuel every single morning. That's what happens when you start your day with sugar. 2. Coffee before water. Coffee is beloved, and yes, it can be healthy when consumed correctly. But drinking coffee immediately after waking, on an empty stomach, is a problem. Dehydration. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is already dehydrated. Coffee is a diuretic. It pushes more water out of your system. Drinking it before rehydrating stresses your kidneys and makes your blood thicker. Stress hormone overload. Coffee stimulates cortisol and adrenaline. But remember, your cortisol is already peaking in the morning. Adding caffeine at this moment pushes stress hormones into overdrive, leaving you jittery. Acidity on the stomach. Coffee without food increases stomach acid production, which may lead to reflux, irritation, or nutrient malabsorption over time. 3. Skipping sunlight exposure. Modern lifestyles keep people indoors. Many over 55 wake up, turn on artificial lights, check their phones, and move straight into indoor routines. Circadian confusion. Your brain relies on morning sunlight to set your internal clock. Without it, melatonin production gets delayed, leading to poor sleep that night. Mood decline. Sunlight in the morning boosts serotonin, your feel-good neurotransmitter. Low serotonin is linked to depression, low motivation, and cravings. Aging faster. Without natural circadian alignment, your cells age quicker, inflammation rises, and your metabolism struggles to stay balanced. So the morning mistake isn't just coffee or sugar. It's the combination of ignoring hydration, spiking stress hormones with caffeine, and skipping circadian alignment from sunlight. Chapter 3: Why this mistake ages you faster after 55. You might ask, why is this habit so much worse after 55 than it was in your 20s or 30s? The answer is that aging changes how your body handles stress, sugar, and recovery. Let's dive into the 4 main reasons. 1. Weaker blood sugar control. At 25, your pancreas and muscles are very efficient. They handle sugar spikes quickly, so the damage is minimal. But after 55, the pancreas produces less insulin. Muscles respond less efficiently to insulin. Fat tissue becomes more stubborn, holding on to energy instead of burning it. So, what once was just a sugar crash now creates a cascade of inflammation, fat storage, and oxidative stress that damages your arteries, brain, and skin. 2. Lower hydration reserves. Aging reduces your body's water reserves. Why? Muscle tissue, which stores water, decreases with age. The thirst signal weakens, so you don't feel as thirsty even when dehydrated. Kidneys become less efficient at conserving water. Starting the day with coffee instead of water magnifies this problem. Blood becomes thicker, circulation slows, and your cardiovascular system has to work harder. This raises the risk of high blood pressure, clots, and fatigue. 3. A fragile sleep-wake cycle. As we age, sleep quality declines naturally. Less melatonin is produced. Deep sleep stages become shorter. Nighttime awakenings are more common. Morning sunlight is one of the most powerful ways to reset circadian rhythm, ensuring melatonin rises at night. Skipping sunlight makes sleep problems worse, trapping you in a cycle of fatigue and poor recovery. This weakens your immune system and accelerates cognitive decline. 4. Mitochondria and oxidative stress. Mitochondria, the energy factories of your cells, become more fragile after 55. They can't handle chaotic energy input. When you flood them with glucose first thing in the morning, they produce excess free radicals, unstable molecules that damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. This oxidative stress is one of the hallmarks of aging. The bottom line, one poor morning choice at 25 might give you brain fog for a few hours. The same choice at 55 can accelerate wrinkles, weaken memory, stress your heart, and shorten your health span. Chapter 4, The Domino Effect, From Morning to Aging Diseases. Most people don't realize that the little things they do in the first hour of their day can ripple through their entire body. At first, it feels harmless, maybe a bit of fatigue, some irritability, or digestive discomfort. But over months and years, these repeated morning mistakes build up. They create a domino effect that accelerates the aging process and makes chronic diseases appear earlier and progress faster. Let's break down how one small choice at sunrise can influence long-term health. Skin aging, glycation and wrinkles. When you consume sugary foods or drinks first thing in the morning, glucose molecules attach to collagen and elastin proteins in your skin. This process, called glycation, makes the fibers stiff and brittle. Over time, skin loses elasticity. Wrinkles and fine lines deepen. Sagging becomes more pronounced. The skin, being the body's largest organ, is also one of the first places where unhealthy internal processes show up externally. That morning pastry or glass of orange juice may taste good, but it's fueling invisible reactions that literally age your face faster. Brain decline, glucose roller coasters and memory. Your brain is highly sensitive to blood sugar fluctuations. Morning glucose spikes, followed by sharp crashes, deprive neurons of stable energy. This leads to short-term memory lapses, difficulty concentrating, irritability and brain fog. Over the long run, studies link these daily glucose roller coasters with higher risks of dementia, particularly Alzheimer's disease. Why? Because chronic instability in blood sugar damages blood vessels in the brain, promotes inflammation, and accelerates the buildup of amyloid plaques. Bone loss, the hidden cost of coffee. Many older adults start their morning with coffee on an empty stomach. While coffee does have health benefits when consumed wisely, its acidic nature can leach essential minerals like calcium and magnesium from bones when no food is present. Combined with the natural age-related decline in bone density, this habit increases the risk of osteopenia and osteoporosis. Fragility fractures, particularly in hips and spines. Slow healing after injuries. So that innocent morning cup, when poorly timed, may be quietly draining your skeleton's strength. Heart disease, dehydration and thickened blood. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is already dehydrated. Skipping water and going straight to coffee makes the problem worse. When blood becomes thicker due to dehydration, the heart has to pump harder. Blood pressure rises. Risks of clotting and stroke increase. For people over 55, who are already more vulnerable to cardiovascular strain, this simple mistake adds unnecessary burden to the heart. Fatigue and muscle loss, hormonal disruption. Your circadian rhythm regulates key hormones like growth hormone, testosterone, and melatonin. When morning light is skipped or blood sugar is spiked, these hormones fall out of rhythm. The result is faster muscle decline, sarcopenia. Reduced energy and endurance. Slower recovery after exercise or illness. This creates a vicious cycle. Less muscle mass means less stability, slower metabolism, and greater risk of falls, all classic hallmarks of aging. The takeaway, the number one morning mistake isn't about one bad coffee or one sweet pastry. It's about the compounded damage. Day after day, these small disruptions add up, accelerating the big three of aging: cellular damage, hormonal imbalance, and chronic inflammation. Chapter 5: What to Do Instead, the Morning Anti-Aging Blueprint. Here's the good news: aging is not just about genetics or fate. The way you start your morning has the power to either fuel or fight aging. By making small, intentional choices within the first 60 minutes after waking, you can completely transform how your body feels, functions, and repairs itself. Let's walk through a science-backed blueprint designed specifically for people over 55. Step 1: Hydrate first, before coffee. Your body loses water through breathing, sweating, and kidney function while you sleep. By morning, you are mildly dehydrated. If you jump straight to coffee, you push yourself further into fluid deficit. Instead, drink 2 glasses, 16 to 20 ounces, of water as soon as you wake up. Add a pinch of mineral-rich sea salt or a squeeze of lemon to replace electrolytes. This rehydrates cells, thins your blood for smoother circulation, and helps your kidneys and brain perform optimally. Hydration is the simplest, fastest, and cheapest anti-aging tool available. Step 2: Get natural light exposure. Your circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock, depends on sunlight to stay in sync. Morning light is especially powerful because it contains blue wavelengths that signal your brain to stop producing melatonin and start producing serotonin. Spend 10 to 15 minutes outdoors within the first hour of waking. Even on cloudy days, natural light is dozens of times stronger than indoor light. This sets your biological clock, improves mood, stabilizes metabolism, and ensures deeper sleep at night. Think of sunlight as your daily reset button. Without it, your system runs off schedule. Step 3: Delay coffee for 60 to 90 minutes. Cortisol is already at its peak in the morning. Adding caffeine immediately intensifies stress hormone release. Instead, wait at least 60 to 90 minutes before your first cup. Pair your coffee with food or healthy fat, like nuts or a teaspoon of coconut oil, to buffer acidity and protect your gut. Consider green tea as an alternative for gentler stimulation and antioxidant support. This adjustment alone reduces jitters, protects adrenal health, and stabilizes your energy for the rest of the day. Step 4: Choose protein plus fiber over sugar. Breakfast is your chance to tell your metabolism what kind of fuel you prefer. A high-protein, high-fiber meal stabilizes blood sugar, keeps you satisfied, and fuels your brain. Great options include eggs with spinach and avocado, Greek yogurt with chia seeds and walnuts, a smoothie with leafy greens, protein powder, and berries. By avoiding sugar and choosing protein plus fiber, you prevent mid-morning crashes and reduce inflammation. Step 5: Move your body. Movement first thing in the morning is like turning on the circulation pump for your entire system. It doesn't have to be intense, even 5 to 10 minutes can make a big difference. Light stretching opens stiff joints. Yoga supports flexibility and balance. A brisk walk improves oxygen delivery to the brain and muscles. This simple habit wakes up your cardiovascular system and primes your body for an energetic day. Chapter 6: A morning routine that slows aging. Now let's combine all the steps into a single, practical routine. This blueprint is easy to follow, doesn't require special equipment, and can be adapted to different lifestyles. A sample anti-aging morning routine for adults over 55. 7 a.m. Wake up. Drink 2 glasses of water with lemon and a pinch of sea salt. Sit quietly for a moment, take a few deep breaths, and set an intention for the day. 7:05 a.m. Sunlight reset. Step outside, breathe fresh air, and get at least 10 minutes of natural light. If possible, take a short walk around the block to stimulate circulation. 7:20 a.m. Gentle movement. Do 5 to 10 minutes of stretching or yoga. Focus on spine mobility, shoulder rolls, and hip openers. This keeps joints supple and reduces stiffness that accumulates overnight. 7:45 a.m. Protein-rich breakfast. Example 1: a spinach omelette cooked in olive oil, served with avocado. Example 2, Greek yogurt topped with blueberries, chia seeds, and walnuts. Both options provide protein, fiber, and healthy fats to stabilize blood sugar and feed your brain. 8:15 a.m., coffee or green tea. Now that you've hydrated and eaten, enjoy your morning beverage. Keep it simple, black coffee, matcha, or green tea without added sugar. Pair with a few nuts if you want an extra nutrient boost. 8:30 a.m., mindset and stress reset. Spend 5 minutes reviewing your day, practicing gratitude, or journaling. This lowers stress hormones and improves mental clarity. Why this routine works. This anti-aging morning routine is powerful because it hydrates your cells and restores balance. Resets your circadian rhythm with natural light. Protects your hormones by delaying caffeine. Stabilizes metabolism with protein and fiber. Supports muscles and bones with gentle movement. Lowers stress with mindfulness. By following this routine consistently, you're not just avoiding the number one morning mistake, you're actively building resilience against aging. It's about stacking small, positive habits that compound into long-term vitality. Chapter 7, Case Study, 2 Mornings, 2 Outcomes. Stories often teach us better than data alone. Let's step into the lives of 2 people, Sarah and James, both 60 years old, both relatively healthy, but living out completely different aging journeys because of their morning routines. Sarah's morning, the fast track to fatigue. Sarah wakes up at 7 a.m. Without thinking, she heads straight for the kitchen, grabs her coffee pot, and pours a strong cup. It's steaming hot, comforting, and she downs it before drinking a single sip of water. She sits down on the couch, scrolling through the latest news and social media. Within minutes, the headlines and constant notifications are already raising her stress hormones. Her cortisol, which was naturally high upon waking, spikes even higher, not from productivity, but from anxiety. By 9:30 a.m., Sarah feels jittery. The coffee on an empty stomach raises stomach acid, leaving her with heartburn. Since she skipped breakfast, her blood sugar dips. By 10 a.m., she's shaky, craving something sweet. She grabs a pastry, which temporarily boosts her energy but sends her into another crash shortly after. This cycle repeats daily, year after year. Slowly, Sarah notices changes. Her skin develops deeper wrinkles and looks duller, partly from chronic dehydration and glycation caused by morning sugar. Her energy is unpredictable, with mid-morning and mid-afternoon crashes. Her memory feels foggy, and she struggles to recall small details. Her blood pressure creeps up over the years, leading to medication by her late 60s. Sarah doesn't realize that her mornings, something so simple, are quietly accelerating her aging. James's morning, the longevity blueprint. Now, let's look at James. He wakes at 7 a.m., just like Sarah, but his approach is different. Before anything else, he drinks 2 large glasses of water with a squeeze of lemon. This rehydrates his cells, supports his kidneys, and jumpstarts digestion. Next, he steps outside, even if it's cloudy, and takes a brisk 10-minute walk. The natural light enters his eyes, signaling his brain to stop melatonin production and increase serotonin. His mood lifts, and his circadian rhythm locks into place. At 7:20, James does 10 minutes of gentle stretching and bodyweight exercises. His blood starts flowing, oxygen reaches his brain, and his joints feel loose and mobile. By 7:45, he prepares a spinach omelette with olive oil and avocado. This protein and fiber-rich meal stabilizes his blood sugar. At 8:15, he finally enjoys a cup of coffee, but this time with food already in his stomach and his body hydrated. By 10 a.m., James feels steady, focused, and sharp. Over the years, his consistent choices show results. His skin maintains elasticity and a youthful glow. His energy is consistent all day, with fewer crashes. His memory stays sharp, and he continues learning new skills with ease. His heart health remains strong. with normal blood pressure well into his 70s. The takeaway. Sarah and James show us two possible futures. Both are ordinary people, but their mornings send them down different paths. Sarah unknowingly accelerates aging, while James builds resilience and longevity. The difference? Just a handful of small, consistent morning habits. Your mornings can literally write the story of your aging, either faster decline or graceful vitality. Chapter 8: Other Hidden Morning Mistakes to Avoid. We've already talked about the big 3 mistakes. Coffee before water. Sugar first meals. Skipping sunlight exposure. But there are other hidden traps that silently push your body toward premature aging. Let's uncover them. 1. Checking emails and social media immediately. Many people wake up and immediately reach for their phones. The problem? Your cortisol is already peaking naturally. Adding the stress of overwhelming emails, negative news, or social media comparison creates a double hit of stress hormones. This can raise blood pressure, increase anxiety, reduce focus for the entire day. Instead, wait at least 30 to 60 minutes before diving into digital stress. Replace it with journaling, gratitude, or light stretching. 2. Skipping breakfast entirely after 55. Intermittent fasting can be beneficial for younger adults. But after 55, your body processes energy differently. Skipping breakfast often means blood sugar drops too low. You become more likely to overeat later. Your muscles lose out on protein, accelerating sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. A light, protein-rich breakfast, even just Greek yogurt with nuts and berries, supports both metabolism and muscle preservation. 3. Overexercising too early. Exercise is powerful, but timing matters. Doing an intense workout immediately upon waking, before hydration and food, can stress your heart and adrenals. Signs include dizziness, irregular heartbeat, cortisol spikes. Instead, do light activity first, walking, stretching, yoga, then save intense training for later in the morning or afternoon. 4. Ignoring breath and stress management. Breathing patterns set your nervous system tone for the day. Shallow, rushed breathing tells your body you're under stress. Deep, slow breathing calms your vagus nerve and primes your system for resilience. Even 3 minutes of box breathing, inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, can transform your morning. Chapter 9: The Science of Longevity, Why Mornings Matter Most. Researchers studying aging often emphasize this principle: aging is the accumulation of small daily habits. And mornings carry special weight because they program your body's rhythm for the entire day. 1. Hydration and cellular repair. When you hydrate first thing, you restart the process of detoxification. Your kidneys filter waste more efficiently, your blood thins, and nutrients can travel faster to your brain and muscles. Dehydration, on the other hand, thickens your blood and stresses your cardiovascular system, a hidden driver of high blood pressure. 2. Sunlight and circadian rhythm. Morning light doesn't just wake you up, it anchors your circadian clock. This improves hormone balance, better melatonin at night, steadier cortisol during the day. Brain function, serotonin converts to melatonin for better sleep. Mood regulation, lower risk of depression and seasonal affective disorder. Skipping light in the morning is like skipping the start button for your biological clock. 3. Nutrients as building blocks. What you eat in the morning sets your metabolic tone. Protein helps preserve muscle and stabilize blood sugar. Fiber feeds your gut microbiome, producing anti-inflammatory compounds. Healthy fats fuel your brain. Sugary foods, on the other hand, flood your system with glucose, spike insulin, and accelerate glycation, the process that damages collagen and ages skin. 4. Lessons from blue zones. In places where people commonly live past 100, the blue zones, mornings share certain themes. Hydration with water or herbal teas. Light physical activity, walking, gardening, stretching. Nutrient-dense breakfasts, beans, greens. Fermented foods, nuts. Exposure to natural light from outdoor living. These aren't accidents, they're habits proven to slow aging at a population level. Chapter 10, Your Action Plan, Reprogramming Your Mornings After 55. The good news? You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Longevity is built on tiny, repeated shifts that accumulate over time. Here's how to reprogram your mornings. Step 1, Audit your morning. For 3 days, write down exactly what you do in the first 60 minutes after waking. Be brutally honest. Do you drink water? Do you go outside? Do you eat sugar-heavy foods? Do you start with screens? Awareness is the first step. Step 2, replace one bad habit at a time. Don't try to fix everything at once. Pick one mistake and replace it. Examples. If you drink coffee before water, commit to 1 week of water first. If you skip light, commit to 5 minutes of outdoor time each morning. If you eat pastries, swap for eggs or chia pudding 3 times a week. Step 3, stack habits. Make new habits easier by pairing them with existing ones. Drink water while your coffee brews. Stretch while your tea steeps. Step outside for light while checking your garden or mailbox. Step 4, stay consistent. Consistency beats intensity. Aging is slowed not by perfection but by repetition. Even if you only improve your morning 70% of the time, the benefits compound. Step 5, track your progress. Notice changes over weeks and months. Better sleep. More energy by mid-morning. Clearer skin. Fewer cravings. Improved focus and mood. These are signs that your mornings are no longer accelerating aging, they're actively reversing it. White heavy checkmark with this blueprint, your mornings shift from being an unnoticed aging accelerator into one of the most powerful tools you have for health, vitality, and longevity. Conclusion: aging slower starts tomorrow morning. The number one morning mistake after 55 is treating your body like it's still 25, reaching for sugar, caffeine, and artificial light instead of hydration, sunlight, and nutrients. But the solution is simple. Every morning gives you a choice: accelerate aging, or slow it down. By making small, consistent changes, water before coffee, protein before sugar, sunlight before screens, you can give your cells the message to repair, renew, and thrive. Your mornings are not just a routine. They are the foundation of how you age, and how vibrant, sharp, and alive you remain in the decades ahead. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, will I make the mistake that accelerates aging, or will I choose the routine that helps me stay younger, longer?